So a very good afternoon to one and all. I welcome on behalf of Inspira Research Association and Khandesh College Education Society College of Engineering and Management, Jalgaon, Maharashtra. I welcome all of you on the 5 days virtual faculty development program come management development program on mastering research methodology with AI, a hands-on approach to data analysis, organized on 27th November to 1st December 2024. First of all, I welcome our renowned resource person and great academician, a great scholar, a great personality, Professor Manvinder Singh Pava sir. I also welcome our President, Professor Dr. S.S. Modi, Professor Dr. Anil Mehta, Vice President, Dr. Aarti Chopra, Joint Secretary, and all the learned participants who registered in this event. I also welcome the executive members of Inspira Research Association and life members of Inspira Research Association. I would also like to thank Dr. Sanjay Sugandhi, the principal of KCECS College of Engineering and Management, Honorable Nand Kumar ji, President of Khandesh College Education Society, and of course, Dr. Harsha Deshmukh, Organizing Convener and Head MBA, KCECS College of Engineering and Management, Jalgaon, and all the team of KCECS College Education of Engineering and Management to collaborate with Inspira Research Association. So first of all, I would like to invite Ms. Shefali Agarwal, Joint Organizing Secretary and Head MBA FinTech, KCECS College of Engineering and Management, Jalgaon, for opening remarks on behalf of KCECS College of Engineering and Management. Dr. Shefali Agarwal, please.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Dynamic speaker, active participants, and renowned guests. On behalf of management, I am Shefali Agrawal, exchange this 5-day virtual on mastering research methodology with AI, a hands-on approach to data analytics in collaboration with Inspira Research Association. We are excited to have you with us for what promises to be an enriching and transformative week of learning. As we all know, research plays a pivotal role in shaping the future by valuable inputs of academia and society. In today's rapidly evolving world, the integration of artificial intelligence and data analytics into research methodologies have become not only a powerful tool but a necessity for advancing knowledge and addressing complex problems. This program is specifically designed to provide you with the substantial skills and valuable insights needed to incorporate AI into your research processes, empowering you to make data driven decisions and unlock new possibilities in your academic work, if so facts. In this 5 days FDP, we aim to enhance your understanding of modern research methodologies with both potential, provide practical exposure to data analytics tools and techniques to enrich your exposure, equip you with AI models and methods to streamline your research by valuable inputs, foster collaboration and networking skills among like minded academics and professionals with dynamics. For this, we are truly fortunate to have renowned experts leading this session, Professor Dr. Manvinder Singh Pahwa from Dr. Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya, a Central University, Sagar, MP, who will not only guide you through these complexities of AI and data analytics, but will also share his first-hand experiences and insights from the world of academics and industry research. I am also fortunate to have leading light of amazing personalities, Honorable Shri Nandakumarji Bendale sir, President of KCs, and Honorable Professor Dr. S.S. Modi sir, President of Inspira Research Association, Jaipur. Also, I am fortunate for continuous valuable guidance from Dr. Sanjay Sugandhi sir, Principal of KCCOEM, and Professor Dr. Anil Mehta sir, Vice President of Inspira Research Association for the valuable program. And also to the organizing directors, joint organizing directors for their efforts and continuous direction. And most importantly, to our conveners, Ms. Harsha Deshmukh and Dr. Ravikant Modi, for arranging this faculty development program on a much needed topic from the research point of view. Your constructive support in making this event possible is truly highly appreciated. I wish you all a highly engaging, productivity, and insightful experience over the next 5 days. The vast potent data analytics have to offer for research. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shefali Agarwal. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So before I invite Professor Manvinder Singh Pava sir, actually Professor Pava sir is associated with Inspira Research Association since long time, and we are so lucky to have such great personality with us, and with the blessings of Professor Pava sir and with the expertise of Professor Pava sir, we are working day and night with the support of Professor Pava sir, and he is always ready to support Inspira Research Association. So I'm really thankful, sir, on behalf of the Inspira Research Association committee. And before I invite Professor Pava sir, I would like to speak some brief about Professor Pava sir. Dr. Manvinder Singh Pava is a qualified company secretary and alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad and a gold medalist in LLM MBA, is a distinguished academician with 25 years of experience blending academia, industry, and consultancy. He is an expert in entrepreneurship, business finance, and corporate laws, having incorporated and wound up over 200 companies and managed IPOs and project financing. Dr. Pava has delivered 150 plus management development programs for leading corporates and conducted faculty development programs nationwide. With 75 research papers, 3 patents, and 8 PhD scholars guided under his mentorship, he continues to excel as a professor and academic council member at Dr. Hari Singh Gaur Central University, Sagar, MP. Sir, once again, we would like to welcome you on behalf of Inspira and KCECS College. Over to you, Professor Pava, sir. Welcome, sir. Please unmute, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Raviji, for giving an introduction, and thanks for considering me for this workshop as such. Before I start, I would like to thank to the great God, and I wish and I pray to the God that let this workshop be successful. And I would like to take blessings of Professor S.S. Modi sir and Professor Anil Mehta sir. Both are my gurus, and whatever I am today, it's just because of them. And recently we were together, Professor Mehta sir and I was together in Indian Accounting Association conference, which was held in Kolkata from 23rd to 24th of November. And one more good thing happened over there, that I have now become a coordinator at the national level for enhancing the research, accounting research particularly. So that platform has also come up. So that's again one blessings from the great God. This is for what I have been chosen. So I am very much thankful to the great God also, and to all my elders, those who have been with me all the time and have given me a continuous courage to keep on doing good, to keep on doing good research, and whatsoever I can contribute, I would be contributing. And now, because we are going to start, so I would like to take permission of Anil Mehta sir and Professor S.S. Modi sir to just go ahead with this with their blessings. I think we will be able to understand and know the research through AI in a better way. मोदी सर, इजाजत है साहब? जी सर, थैंक यू सर. अनिल मेहता सर, need your blessings.
Professor Pava, go ahead.
Thank you sir, thanks a lot.
And
And
before you start, I really compliment you for keeping this very, very timely workshop, because it is the need of the hour to enlighten all young budding research scholars about how best they can use the artificial intelligence in their research. So it's a very, very interesting subject, and perhaps, as you know, that future will be of AI, and certainly it will impact the researchers very significantly. So full compliments and blessings to you for keeping this workshop.
Yes, sir.
And we wish this workshop a grand success also.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. So let me just share my screen. I hope you are able to see the screen.
Yes, sir.
This comprise of the banner itself of the workshop which is being prepared, right?
Right, sir. Right.
Yeah. So this is so before we start, I would there are certain things which we have to keep in mind. Number one is that this is a interactive workshop, though we are sitting online. But yes, I think everyone has come over here for the purpose of learning, including me. I will also learn a lot things from all of you over here. It is not about just a delivery. It will be about learning many things. So what I would say is that let us make it interactive. So I think this may be because as I was informed by my seniors, Professor Anil Mehta sir, while he told me that this is one of its first workshop in the country, he said this to me. So I do not know,
Right, sir.
but I have put all my efforts in order to design this first and then deliver this. So this particular workshop is having certain outcomes which are given, session-wise outcomes are itself given in the brochure. So regarding today's thing, on the basis of the outcomes, may I just start the workshop with some of your expectations? Means this is not for the very first day, that is today, but let me ask you your expectation, that what do you expect out of this workshop? Because these expectations will be the barometer for me, will be the parameters for me, will be a thermometer for me in order to gauge, or in order to just understand that am I delivering you what you desired. So can I ask some of the participants that those who raise their hands, Raviji, we have a system, right? So those who raise their hands would like to listen from them, that what are their expectations out of this 5 days workshop, what they have thought of investing their money also and their time also in this workshop, that they will gain something. Yeah, there might be some people, those who may be doing it for a sake of certificate. It's okay, not from them, but at least from them, those who have
So
joined
many,
it in
so
order
many,
to understand
participants.
and know that
Almost
yes,
every participant wants to learn.
अब करेगा इसे
Yeah.
ये खाली कहाँ से बटन करेगा
So Rajesh Kumarji, I think he is very eager to tell us about what he expects.
I think he has mistakenly unmute himself. Amneet Kaur. Yes, Amneet Kaur. Please. You can ask.
Good evening,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, one more condition is there.
Baba sir, your video is not. We cannot see you.
My
What-
video is not there, means it's
Yeah,
not
video-
coming.
Yes, yes, sir. It's not
Okay.
coming.
Sir, also one of the participants has written in the chat box also, Srinivas Singh ji. So that we can also consider.
Okay. Just a moment.
Still, sir, नहीं आ रहा है.
Video नहीं आ रहा है?
I request to all the participants to
एक-
please raise your hands and ask the question directly to Professor Pava sir. And we will take the questions at the end, which you are written in the chat box, because it will take a lot of time otherwise. So please, if you can ask the question to Professor Pava sir, you can ask. Otherwise, sir, we will take the questions at the end.
No, this is not a question. This is an expectation. What they are expecting out of it. That I want to understand and know. Because on that basis itself, I would be able to take my things up. Just a moment. Let me just.
Your video is not coming, sir.
Yeah. Just a moment. Just a moment. I may have to, stop the screen
Dr.
sharing
Nilesh,
also.
please ask your expectation directly to Professor Pava sir. You can unmute yourself. I have given the power to unmute. You can unmute yourself and you can ask.
Raviji, I have to rejoin again. Actually, some connections has actually.
I don't know. No, sir. Just do one thing. Just stop the share. Yes.
Okay.
Now do again.
So may I?
Just a minute. Just
Yeah, just a moment. Raviji, just a moment. I will join
okay,
again.
You can join again, sir. No problem. Professor Pava sir is joining again. Please request participant to please wait.
Okay, fine, sir.
Sir, please unmute.
Yes, my video is now there, I suppose. Yes.
Now it is okay. Sir.
Let me listen to the expectations of the participants, which I wanted to do. Yes, who is just, yeah, one more thing which I would like to say is that those who are coming on the screen, they have to open their videos. This is a must. Okay. So those who are coming on the screen, they have to ensure their bandwidth, and accordingly they have to open their video, and then only they will be entertained. Yes. Yeah. Who was the
May I?
person? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dr.
Gurneet.
Gurneet.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Aarti ma'am. Good evening, Mehta sir. Good evening, Modi sir. Everyone, good evening. So my expectation from this workshop is very simple, that after these 5 days, I want to write a good research paper using AI tools that should not come under any plagiarism. A simple thing.
Okay.
Right.
Fine. Great. Yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, Amni.
Sir, actually, I want to learn the hands-on experience on data analysis. We always, read books and articles, but I need hands-on experience and practical approach so that I
Okay.
can learn it practically. So this was my motive to join this workshop.
Sure.
Thank
So
you,
you
sir.
want a hands-on experience, yeah?
Yeah.
Hands-on
Thank you.
experience, particularly for doing your data analysis by your own. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. So what I will do is, because this is what the thing is, because I just need such inputs so that I can also write it down, so that I can also, give those homeworks to you in order to, process your data by your own, and would like to see it again on the next day, the very next day itself. Yes. Yeah, Anubaji, you want to say something?
Good evening, sir. Actually, right now I'm in data science and I need to know the benefits of AI for the future. That's why I'm doing this workshop.
This you will do today itself. Okay, because that's one of my agenda. Because today I will not be jumping directly on the AI, but I would be telling you that how it can be used particularly for doing research. Means what are the difference between there have been this is something which is very, very basic, which we will be coming up with. Yeah, Manyata ji, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, my expectation is that we all do data analysis, we collect the data, but I just want to learn some tricks which can make our work easier. Like it's a long process. So just there are many tools in today's time that which makes the work short and easier. So I just want to
Okay.
learn those tricks
Fine.
or those softwares which makes our things easier.
Yeah, fine. Manyata ji for making the things easier. Ji. Yes. Yeah, anyone else? Yeah. Anyone else? Very simple expectation. Some things can be fulfilled today itself. Yeah, Sanbad Banerjee ji, you want to say something?
Yes, Mr. Sandhu Banerjee. Sir, we met him in Kolkata also.
Yeah.
Dr. Sambhav Banerjee.
Okay. You want to say something, Banerjee ji? Okay. No one else? Ravi ji, just see the chat box if somebody wants to.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening.
Dr. Sharan Goda Esbirada, sir, from
Yeah.
Vishweshwara Technological University, Karnataka, sir.
Okay.
Sir, we would expect out of this training, 5 days workshop, that like since we have been doing many papers, but still we would feel there is a lot of gaps, a lot of things to be done with the research papers. Through this workshop, we want to like bring out effective papers.
Okay.
Particularly with respect to data analysis, sir.
Fine. Sure. Effective. Or should I just take it like that? You want to write some effective analysis?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
Effective analysis.
By
Make the
using
paper
AI.
more publishable, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Amneet wants to
Thank
have
you, sir.
hands-on experience. Yeah. Hands-on experience. Right. Yeah. So fine then. So should I start the workshop now? So today will be a lighter day. Means just you have certain things to we will be having certain things to discuss. From tomorrow and onwards, I will directly take you to the AI. Okay. So we'll be using ChatGPT. We'll be using something related to ChatSonic also and other AI tools. I will also be telling you, which will help you in analysis, which will help you in making your things easier. Okay, so that is what we will be proceeding further with. Okay, so let me just share my screen. Okay, just a moment.
Sir, are you sharing your screen? Pava sir,
Haji,
are you sharing your screen or?
I'm sharing my screen. I
Okay.
think it is being shared now.
Yes, yes. Now it is coming, sir.
Okay. So this particular workshop, which we are going to go with today, is particularly regarding the mastering research methodology. So you have to know, you have to master, means research methodology we have been doing a lot. So with the help of artificial intelligence, with some hands-on approach, which is the title of this workshop, we would like to do certain things on it. So that is how we will be proceeding further with. So now before we start, we have to understand and know what research is, because today I have already told you, today I'll be taking something and will be converging you towards certain things. There are many things you will not find in books also today, which we will be discussing over here. There are minutities which needs to be discussed. There are minutities which needs to be told about. So these are the things which we will be carrying on for in this particular workshop today. So what actually is research? Can someone tell me that what do you know about what research is? It needs to be an interactive one, I have told. And please, those who have not participated yet, they can please come and join us in the participation, owning their video, and so that we can discuss certain things with them. So what is research? Anyone? Anyone? What do you mean by research? What do you think research is? Yes, come on. If you see the agenda, these all are the parts of the discussion today. Okay. Yes, come on. Anyone? This is a very simple thing. Research.
Sir, may I again?
Yeah, please. If nobody else.
Sir,
Yeah.
research means research, something which has already been, some study which has already been done. We need to work more on that and find the new results, new interpretations on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is actually we are searching something. No? And there is one song also in the movies that क्या ढूंढ रहा है तू, किसे खोज रहा है तू, क्या पाया नहीं तू, तूने क्या ढूंढ रहा है तू, जो है अनकही, जो है अनसुनी, वो बात क्या है बता. So this actually defines the research as such. So I teach in my class like this with these songs also. So okay, so what we are searching for? We are searching for certain knowledge. And if we see the Oxford Dictionary, it tells us about that this is something which is a systematic investigation and a study of material and sources in order to establish the facts and reach new conclusions. Reach new conclusions. This new is very important. Why? Because we have concluded a lot. We have already done our conclusions. Now we are searching the combination of certain things which are existing in order to reach at certain things which we have not yet discussed, which has not been there in picture at all. So these are the new conclusions which we want to come out with, which we want to bring into the light of the others who are there. Research is persuaded within most of the professions. So everywhere research is there. So wherever research is not there, the things are going obsolete. Okay. So more than a set of skill, it is a critical way of observing, examining, thinking, questioning, and formulating principles that hold true, at least for a given space. Now here, the most important word over here is critical. We must be critical. We have to be critical in order to do the research. We must be able to understand and know, and we must be able to question the real situation, question the present situation in order to enhance the things in the future, or enhance the things to a better platform, or enhance the things to a betterment of what is existing. So we have to observe, we have to examine, we have to think, and we have to question the existing principles for a given space. For a given space means we cannot do research and we don't have a magic wand that just moving the magic wand we will be able to change the entire world at once. So there are certain specifications within which we have to do our research, and accordingly we may have to proceed further with that. So we can address only certain problems which are there in front of us, particularly through researches. So almost all professions affirm the need of research either for the advancement of technology, art, or business, or for enlightenment of the knowledge. So what necessarily we want is the advancement. It can be advancement of the technology, it may be advancement of the art, business, or it may be the contribution to the existing knowledge itself. You remember the time when there were bulbs. Okay, LED has come in front of all of us, right? And before this, we have seen the tube lights. So what is there now? So this is what has happened. These all are the advancement in the technologies. And if you see now, with very less consumption of power, we are having a brighter lights. The lights of the cars also on the roads have become brighter and brighter with the use of very less power of the battery. So there are an advancement. There are certain things which have actually addressed in such a way which has resulted in some advancement of the technology or art or a business. Means the business with which the existing business were working, now the business are working in a better way. Now we can sell our goods sitting at our home to the entire world through social media, through various other platforms which are there. We can create our own advertisements by our own. And this has become possible just because of doing the research, because we have been questioning the existing things. So the most important part is questioning, that how will you question that, and you must be having a power of questioning. And whatever the profession we are in, we ask ourselves a lot of questions for finding new knowledge and the ideas, and we have to do this. So if you just consider, because we all eat food outside. So let us consider a model of running a hotel. So there are a lot of questions which can help in increasing the business of the hotel itself. So hotel may be comprising of certain rooms. If you are having, you might be serving certain dish. So there may be a lot of questions which may help you in increasing your business of the hotel. At first, most important question is that how many customers do I treat daily? What is the footfall of my particular hotel at this moment of time? What is the most served dishes of my hotel, or which combo meal, if I am providing any, is the most popular one? What time does a particular meal hits the maximum order? So these all are the things through which I tend to collect the data. How the customers rate the services, what is the rating of the customers, how they are actually rating our existing services or the services which are being provided by the hotel, and what are those services which are being rated. Okay, what is the average price a customer is spending on this particular dishes, what they are going to take. So these are the things which are there in the customers, and by the finding answers of all this, or you have to have a valid investigation in order to find the answers of all these things, and accordingly we have to treat the results, we have to see the results, and this will for sure help in making a sure positive progress, particularly with the things with which these questions are related to. Okay, so these can be the inputs of, or this can be, you can say this is one of the example of how we can go with the things which are necessary. Now, if we see the definition of Redman and Mori, who have defined research, it's a systematized effort to gain new knowledge. Now, this is systematic. Means a research has to be a systematic. Means you just cannot start the research as such. You have to first plan the research. You have to actually do a planning. You have to implement it accordingly. Okay. Some people or profession, they consider research as a movement from known to the unknown. Yes, this is something which we are moving from known to unknown. Let me tell you how. Why we do literature review? Because we want to know if any type of research we want to do, what we have to do first. We have to see what is known to others. What work has been done till date. Okay. What are the efforts which have already been made by the researchers on a particular topic on which I am also finding something. Now, the most important thing is that we still land up in generating the things which are already known. This is the irony. This is the irony today, the researcher, and this is the reason why we are again and again reinventing the wheel, and we are not able to publish our researches. We are not able to publish our papers in good journals because we have never crossed the line of coming from known to unknown. From known, we have been producing only the things which are already known. So we are coming from known to known only, but we have not crossed that boundary of revealing something which is unknown. Imagine the iceberg in the sea. Now, Titanic was the biggest, the largest sea vessel who became the victim of this particular iceberg, which was very huge down the sea and which was very small on the upper layer. So, with the help of that, the persons, those who were, they were not able to predict that what is going to happen to the vessel. So in the same way, if we are not able to reveal the unknown from the knowns, we will not be able to go with a proper research at all. So this is because why I'm emphasizing more on this is that we just do the literature review, make our questionnaire, and try to do a research which has been done in Rajasthan, the same research we are trying to do in Madhya Pradesh. The similar research we are trying to do somewhere else, maybe in Kerala or maybe in Andhra Pradesh or maybe somewhere else. The implication of those researches will be same as such. So have we found something new out of it? It's a big question. And are we doing justice to ourselves? Are the guides who are guiding the research are doing justice to themselves and the students whom they are guiding by giving them such topics which have already, on which the work has already been done? So this is very, very important that we should not, because we all are educated people and there is a lot of responsibility on our shoulders that we should actually produce certain things which will be helpful for our country to grow. Okay. Anyways, so further, it is said for the research that it is actually a voyage of discovery with a pleasure and satisfaction. Okay. So while considering an academic activity, it involves a lot of steps, such as you can say, first of all, we define the problem, and then to solve the problem, we do literature review and we collect the data and we draw inferences out of it and make some hypothesis while arriving some solution. Okay, so this is what we do. And in this particular, you can say workshop, we would try to deal with every such activity which a researcher has to perform physically while engaging in the research. That we will try to do in a better way. And because Ms. Sharan has said that, sorry, Manyata ji has told that she wants to make her work also easier. So we'll try to do that also to the best extent possible. Okay. So further, if we say that is research confined with gathering information from books and the other sources? Just we need to read the books. Is that so? Or is that so that it is a transportation of knowledge from one form to another to constitute a good research? Does it constitutes a good research? Or what is there in order to do a research? What we can say that how we can do, because while formulating the hypothesis, while doing the literature review, what we are doing, we are reading books, we are reading journals, we are gathering the information from there. So does the research gets over there? Or either we are transferring or transporting the knowledge from, or you can say transforming the one thing to other, does it comprise of research? So this is again a big question. So in short, if we can want to define the research as such, then the research is a systematic process of collecting and analyzing the information. That is data. Now, data is written in bracket over here. In order to increase our understanding of the phenomenon about which we are concerned or interested. We want to know, we want to dig out certain things. So there we are interested in. Okay. Here I would like to ask certain questions because I told you that this is going to be an interactive one. Can someone define what is information? Yes. Anyone?
Sir,
What is information?
Sir, information, when the data is processed, then it is called the information.
Okay, so processed data is information. You would like to say this?
Processed data is the information.
Okay,
May I be wrong, sir?
Tell me what is data then?
Data is when is something is we are taken in the raw form, but these are not used or processed, then it is called the data. When you are using the data in a process and getting some conclusion on the basis of that data, what output you are getting, that is called the information.
Okay. So if I have a lot of information, will it form will it be a data for me or not? I have a lot of information from various places. Is that data for me, or what will you call it?
Yes, sir. I can't say, sir.
This is something like which came first, either egg or a hen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyone else would like to throw some light on this? Let's discuss.
सर मे बी
very
डाटा जो है वो ये हो सकता है जैसे वो क्वालिटेटिव फॉर्म में हो गया, मींस कि जैसे नंबर्स हो गए, वो हमारा डाटा हो गया। इंफॉर्मेशन हो गया कि जैसे हमने रिसर्च पेपर्स पढ़ लिए, जर्नल्स पढ़ लिए और ये सारी चीजें, तो वो इंफॉर्मेशन हो गई।
अच्छा, ठीक है। तो मतलब डेटा जो है वो नंबर के फॉर्म में होता है। यस गुरमीत जी, यू वांट टू से समथिंग?
Sir, data is unprocessed form, raw form, and information is something which is processed.
That's
Or
what
we can take an example like data can be an input and information can be an output.
Okay, that's what I just asked Sanvad ji also, that I have various information from various sources. Will it be a data for me, or it is still something else?
Yes, it can be a data if it is useful to you.
Okay, it can be a data, but you said data is the raw form.
Yes, data is a raw.
So how come I will be able to use the raw things?
So raw can be processed and converted into the output.
Okay, fine.
Something
Okay,
useful is information. Something which is available is data.
okay, something which is available is
we
data.
can get useful. We can have data and use it. It will be called as information.
Fine. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah. Okay. Just tell me that if I ask you one question, I means I cannot say whether you have closed your eyes or not. If you close your eyes, all of you, and I say data, what comes in your mind? What comes in your mind if I say this question, data? Just imagine and close your eyes and see what comes in your mind. There is some table having some rows and columns, right? Some numbers are there. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this is the data, some number. Means you do not know whether it is useful for you or not. Okay. Now you apply some sorting techniques, right? And try to grab some information out of it. So what you are doing, you are processing something. Now a bits and pieces of information again will be a data for me, which I will again process in order to get some more information. And this process keeps on going and going. Right? Rangnath ji, you want to say something? Rangnath Singh ji? Okay. So this is how we, keep on processing the things and we come out with certain things. So, but do you know the definition of data nowadays has been changed? Okay, I'm sitting like this. And I'm just, doing it like this. Is this depicting something to you? I'm doing like this. So is this depicting something to you? This is also a data. The tone of my voice is also a data. The visuals which you are seeing me is also a data. Whether I am smiling or not is also a data. Okay. So for me, I have been giving a lot of data to you. Okay. Now, along with the rows and columns data which you have, this data can also be processed in order to get some information. And this data, because there is a lot of variety of it, there is a lot of velocity of it, there is a lot of veracity of it. This data is called big data. We will talk about big data also today a little bit. So, but the data, the way we are seeing data has completely changed these days. Okay. And that is the reason that research nowadays is not confined only to science. Previously, what was there? Some scientist has done some research. A person who has come up with some innovation is called a scientist, and he is doing some research. But this is not the case at all. So research is not confined to science or engineering or the technology. And recently, let me tell you that SERB, a body of DST, has also changed the definition of their PI. Now, anyone who, even if not from the background of science or technology, can also be a principal investigator for any projects in SERB, which is a subsidiary of DST, Department of Science and Technology, which keeps on giving projects of crores of rupees to the educators, to the researchers, particularly, I would say, in order to come up with certain content. Okay. So the research is not confined to science and technology. The research area covers many disciplines, such as you can say business is there, commerce is there, even history, sociology, linguistics, and many things. Now see the linguistic part of it, that you tell your computer what you want to convert, it will convert in the language you want. So had linguistic not been a subject matter of research, such type of researches would never have happened. So whatever may be the subject, it discovers, interprets, or revises the fact, events, behaviors, and contribute to the existing theories. And if we try to see what is the ultimate outcome of the research, it is nothing but enhancement in the human life. It is enhancement in the human life. Research will not be a research until and unless it accounts for some enhancement. May it be fun, may it be any desire which you are having, it is getting fulfilled. May it be the joy, may it be the pleasure you have. Everything whatsoever is contributing towards all these things and enhancing all these things will be research. Now, why I am elaborating research in such a manner? Because when we are doing our research, please check, are you really doing research? Why our papers are not being published? Why it is so that I am getting so many rejections from many of the journals? And landing up in, publishing my paper for the sake of publishing anywhere. So these are the things, these are the parameters, or you can say these are the things with which you can actually understand and know that what is the fault in my research, why it is not being done. So what actually it is, if we see the process of collecting, analyzing information, now these all things, there is a complete process. It's a combination of the study, you can say it's an experiment, it's an observation. And then we are reasoning out of it. We have certain logics which we are applying. How do we know that cigarette smoking is injurious to health? How do we know that there is some virus which is called Plasmodium vivax, which causes malaria? What are the things which have caused the outbreak of COVID-19? How could we know that the X-rays can take the images of the internal body organs? These all are the outcomes of the research, and these all are useful for the human beings. And this research actually provides a precise prediction of the events also, and the explanation to the existing theories. And there are various other informations which are available and which actually is explored out of the research, which is contribution to the human or contribution to the mankind itself. Okay, so whenever we are doing our research, we have to see whether our research is worth or not, right? Then only we can write some, because Saran sir has just now told that I want to write some effective analysis. So analysis will be effective only when we have collected the data effectively. Okay. Without any shortcuts, those things which are having shortcuts, for sure, I'm going to tell you those things over here. But if you have to collect a data generically going to person, you have to do it. Yes, you can process it. You can the collection of data nowadays has become very, very easy. Get the Google form, get your questionnaire filled, and send it to anyone. Everyone and anyone will just fill it, and you will get your data, and you can process it for your research. How much easy it is, but how much pathetic it would be that some data which is not to be filled by a desired person, and the person is filling us. A person who is not having a bank account is telling you that what is my satisfaction level of ICICI Bank ATM? Will it be accountable, or will it be good to have such type of thing? This is a big question we have to address. Okay, so this is something which is there. So there are engineering and scientific researches also, social scientific and engineering researches. They focus on mathematical models and the theory. And the output of an engineering research can be a product, it can be a process, or even some methodology of doing certain things. Suppose, for example, I am manufacturing LEDs. So the way I am manufacturing LEDs, somebody else is having another way of manufacturing the same type of, maybe the enhanced LEDs with a lesser cost or with half the cost. So what he has done, he has not actually evolved any new product, but he has evolved a new methodology in order to enhance the quality of that product. Therefore, the engineering research can be explained in the two worlds. Either you can explore or you can develop. At the same time, social science, or you can say social research, is conducted by social scientists like you and me through a systematic plan, which can be quantitative and qualitative, of which quantitative and qualitative dimensions is given by the researchers. Okay, social research area includes statistics, political sciences, sociology, media studies, and market research. And sampling is one of the key area of the social science research process. And what is sampling? What we do in sampling, anyone? And why we apply sampling? Why sampling is necessary? Any one of you?
Some small amount of population. When we explore some small amount of
Suparna ji,
population.
without video, how we will be able to interact?
Yes, sir.
Yes, madam.
When we explore some small amount of the whole set of population, that is sampling, required for economic purpose also and for experiment or research purpose also.
Why we do sample?
To understand the type of data of the whole set of population.
Yeah, because sample is said to be a representative of a population.
Yes, yes.
And I cannot drink the complete soup which I have prepared for my guests in order to taste it.
So
Okay.
small
So I have
amount.
to take some sample in order to see whether the salt is proper or not.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And I should stir the soup. I should keep on stirring the soup so that the all ingredients gets mixed and then I should taste it. Right? So
Yes,
this
sir.
is what the process. And thank you so much. Thank you very much, Sumanna ji. You have
Thank you, sir.
given the insight of what the sampling is. And really, this is actually something which is a part and of any type of research. But while we are doing social science research, what type of sample can we have? And who are our respondents? Our respondents are human beings. Our respondents are human beings. And why we have to be over cautious, over careful while collecting the data from our respondents? Why? Because there is the DNA of everyone is different. And I also do not know how a person will take my question as such. Then I have to be very, very careful while taking the sample out of the thing that, and that's why there is a reliability and validity test more rigorous in social science research rather than in the scientific research because they already have scales, right? They already have the things which are not biased by the behaviors. That is the reason why sampling and reliability and validity is a big question in the social science in order to prove certain things. We are actually trying to prove, but in research, we do not prove anything at all. Anyway, scientific research includes those investigations utilized in acquiring new knowledge or correcting and integrating the previous knowledge, right? That's what we call a scientific research. But in case of social research, we are doing certain things which are related to society, which is an enhancement in the society or the well-being. For what we are living? We are living for happiness. Is there anyone in this particular gathering of more than 100 people today? Is there anyone who doesn't want to be happy? Everyone wants to be happy, and happiness is the crux for which we are doing this research also. Because ultimately it must contribute towards our happiness. It should make us happy. That's why we are doing research. And if we are not able to make ourselves happy, or if we are not able to make that change in ourselves, which is required as such, there is no question of doing any research at all. Okay. Now, if we talk about scientific research as such, right, it is basically, you can say scientific research, it forms questions, it prepares the hypothesis, it makes the prediction out of that, test the observation, and finally analyzes the investigated results. This is what is the process of a scientific research, which is much more simpler than doing a social science research. Or you can say that in the formal science or physical science, like you can say like science, social science, applied sciences and interdisciplinary sciences are some of the types of, you can say, scientific research. So these are scientific researches which are there. Now, if I ask you, what is the ultimate objective of research? Because here also we get questioned that we are not able to fulfill our objectives as such. So if you want, I can give you a parameter, I can give you a barometer with which you can match and see whether my objective is an objective or not. Okay. So if you really want to note down certain things, you cannot, because it's not a part of my presentation at all. So objectives of research, the research number one does exploration. It investigates a new area or a new phenomena. So if your objective is such that it is actually attempting to investigate or explore some new areas or new phenomena, you can say this is an objective. Sometimes our objective doesn't seems to be objective, and the DRC of the student actually rejects the whole work because the objectives doesn't seems actually to be objective at all. Okay, so objective has to either it should explore, or there can be a descriptive objective which actually describes the characteristics of an individual or a group or a situation. If it is so, it can again be called as a objective. So number one was exploring. Either you are able to explore or investigate a new phenomena, new areas in order to come up with the existing phenomena which can give rise to the new phenomena. So number one is exploration. Are you able to explore? Number two is description, that you are able to describe the characteristics of some individual or the groups or the situations as such. Number three is, if your objective is to understand a relationship or a causation, or to look down the underlying mechanism of something, or you want to explain the mechanism of something which is going on, then also it can be one of the objective. Okay, so number one was to explore, number two is to describe, number three is to explain. Number four can be prediction. You, with the existing things, you want to predict certain things of the future, that this can happen, or this can rise to this. If this is increased, this is going to be increased. So there is some prediction, some forecast, some future trends which you want to explore out. Then such type of objective will also be called as will also be treated as an objective. Another is problem solving type of thing. So first was exploration, second was description, third is your explanation, fourth is your prediction, that you want to predict certain things, fifth is your problem solving, that you want to solve some problem, you want to address some specific challenge or some issue which is there in the society, in the public, which is actually hindering me. Now there is we are living over here in an area which is full of green forest around us. Sagar is a place which is situated at the middle of the country. If you put your finger on the middle of the map, middle of the Indian map, you will find Sagar beneath your finger, from where I belong to, from where I am speaking now. So there is a greenery over here, and these days a leopard has been discovered at various places, and some people have made some video out of it also, that it is disturbing, and it has entered to some extent to some of our hostels also. But it has not yet harmed anyone. But still this is a problem. So how can we address this specific? This is a specific problem which is actually the reason of worries of everyone. We are not allowing our kids to go down or go somewhere else in order to play because of this leopard issue. So can there be some attempt in order to resolve this issue forever? That can be a problem solving type of research. That also is called and considered as a research. Now, if we try to understand various types of researches, there are various, means to the top of my mind is coming a basic research, or you can say the applied research. Research can be qualitative and quantitative also. There are mixed method research also. So there are lot of things, lot of researches or lot of studies are there which are there. What actually research is and how will you be able to address the research? Now, another important thing is what is methodology, research methodology. Can anyone tell me what is research methodology and how it is different from research? In research, I have already told you what research is. We have just now seen. So what will be the methodology, or what is RM? What is the research methodology? Because the title of this particular workshop is Mastering Research Methodology, a hands-on experience on AI, or it is like that you want some hands-on experience and you want to master your research method. So what actually research methodology is, we must understand. So anyone who is knowing about this, can anyone tell me?
The
Yes,
types of the techniques applied to do the research, that is research methodology.
Yeah, again, please.
The techniques and the methods that
Okay.
applied for the research.
Okay, techniques or the methods which are applied for the research. Anyone else?
Or any systematic approach to find out to conduct the research to ensure the results are accurate, results are reliable.
Very good. The word you said is systematic, which I also emphasized while I was explaining what the research is. So there has to be some system of doing it. Yeah. Anyone else? Methodology. Research methodology. It's a method. It's a way of doing it. The way of doing research is called research methodology. Nah? The name itself suggests what actually it is. Yeah. Come on, anyone else? No one? Okay, you have correctly said it is method. It is something which is there. So it refers to a systematic framework, which just now Gurneet ji has explained, that it's a systematic framework, processes, and the techniques which is used to conduct the research. It outlines the approaches and the methods employed to design the study, collect the data, analyze the finding, ensuring the research is valid, reliable, and scientifically sound. Right? So this is what we call the researches. And when we talk about the research methodology as such, there are certain components which comprise of your research design. Research design can be exploratory, descriptive, explanatory, experimental, and there are, when we talk about this is after once we have determined our research design, then we have to start collecting data. So there are various methods of collecting data. Rather, there are various types of data like primary data, secondary data. What is primary data? That the data which is first hand collected, from the point of view of surveys, interviews, experiments, and those data which are collected from the existing sources, which is already published data, which is already processed data, that is called secondary data. And once we have collected the data, then we have to, before collecting the data, we have to determine what will be our sampling technique. So sampling techniques are also probability sampling, non-probability sampling. Probability sampling is you can say it's a random selection, or you can say randomly collected sample is nothing but you have taken the data randomly, and it can be stratified sampling also. Because this both are, so once you break the randomness doesn't remain random. But stratified sampling is also treated as a random sample itself. But I do not consider stratified sampling as a random sampling. This is my personal approach. And in non-parametric sampling, if you say there is a non-random selection, you can say with your convenience, you can take the sampling, or with a certain purpose, you can take the sample, because everyone may not fit in. Right? So once you have collected the data after determining the sampling, then you have to go for analysis. So there, if your data is quantitative, you can use the statistical tools like regression if you want to predict, ANOVA if you want to see the difference in the means, right? And if your data is qualitative, you can go for thematic coding. You can go for the narrative analysis, or you can say the discourse analysis you can go for. Okay, there are certain tools and techniques and softwares which will help you out in doing your qualitative and quantitative. For example, SPSS is there, R, Python is there, NVivo and Tableau is there. Tableau is one which is used for your what you call is your data visualization. So it is used for that purpose. And when we do research, there may be a lot of ethical considerations also, which ensures that you have done a research with certain benchmark standards. Like there are certain, you can say, ways in which you can do the data collection also in an ethical ways. For example, you have to take an informed consent. You have to keep the confidentiality of the data which you are processing or which you are collecting. So these are the things which are there. And if we talk about methodology for identifying the research problem, so you have to, in order to clarify the outcome, or you can say in order to have the proper outcome in the way you want. So there has to be a clear definition of the problem, and then a proper literature review, which may comprise of your existing research. It may be and maybe in the form of some of the TV, you can say interviews or anything which you want to take as such, particularly in your literature review. Then on the basis of the things done, you have to formulate a hypothesis. Then you have to determine the research design, collect data, analyze data, and interpret and report the findings of the data as such. Okay. Now, if you see what is the relationship between the research and the research methodology as such, what actually is the relationship? So while doing research, it is actual process of investigating and gaining new knowledge. No? Whereas research methodology is a structured approach that guides the process of research. Right? Without a robust technology, research can lack certain things like validity, reliability, scientific rigor. So that's why it is said that research has to be something which is scientific. Right? Because I cannot just go and observe certain things and come up to a conclusion as such. I cannot do like that. This will land me up somewhere which is not feasible at all. Okay, so methodology that ensures that research is conducted systematically and using the appropriate tools and techniques, and the outcome which you have gained, or which you have came out with, is reliable and is meaningful. Then only we can say that there is a proper research which has happened, or it can give you some reliable, or you can say valid or meaningful results. So you can say research and research methodology, these things are, you can say, intertwined components of a scientific inquiry. That's what we call research as such. So research generates knowledge and methodology which ensures the process of a systematic, reproducible, and credible research. This is what I would say the methodology or the research is. right? So there is one more thing which we call, or which we say that it is there, and this is analytics. Can anyone tell me what is analytics? I have already mentioned over here that this is a step ahead of research. Analytics is nothing but one step ahead of research. Why it is so? Why we call it as such? So anyone would like to throw some light what analytics is?
Sir, I think it's a decision making on the basis of research or analyzing data, analyzing the research, and making decision on the basis of available research or data.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Analytics is something, a decision science. I think you would like to say, Amneet. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Someone else would like to say something on it more? Yeah. Come on. Come on.
Sir, a systematic process of collecting and collecting the data, organizing the data, and processing the data.
That is pathology itself. Analytics is something futuristic, Gurneet.
And okay.
Yeah, Divya, you want to say something?
हाँ, एक्चुअली एनालिटिक्स मींस मेरे हिसाब से तो यही हो सकता है कि
पहले आप वीडियो
आप
ऑन कीजिए।
एक सेकंड वेट
भूल जाते हो आप।
सॉरी
नो इश्यूज, कोई बात नहीं। हुआ?
Making meaning out of the data that we have collected.
आपका भी वीडियो नहीं है, शर्मा मैडम।
Yes, sir. I'm on the way returning home from my office.
Okay. Yes.
Sir, if we talk about collecting sales report, is it not analytics?
What?
For example, if we take, we are collecting sales report.
Okay.
So is it not a part of analytics?
Collecting sales report is not analytics. But yes, if you are taking some decision out of it, or you are fixing up certain things, then it will be analytics. Yes, Divya, you want to say something?
सॉरी सर, ये डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था। एक्चुअली मैं एनालिटिक्स के बारे में ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि जब हम एनालाइज करते हैं कुछ भी, तो हम उसका पास्ट और प्रेजेंट एंड फ्यूचर को हम कंसिडर करके एनालाइज करते हैं कि क्या
पास्ट
हो
को,
सकता है।
प्रेजेंट को या फ्यूचर को?
एक्चुअली पास्ट से भी तो हमें लेना पड़ता है। जब भी हम किसी चीज को एनालाइज करते हैं तो पास्ट में क्या हुआ है एंड फ्यूचर में क्या हो सकता है, एंड देन मतलब क्या होगा और या क्या हो रहा है, एंड देन फिर फ्यूचर में क्या हो सकता है, तो
दिव्या
इन्हीं
जी,
चीजों
आपने
को
तो
हम
हलवा बना
एनालाइज
दिया।
करते हैं।
आपने तो सब कुछ, कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है। बट आई लाइक, बिकॉज सी वंस, अब देखो आपने इंटरेक्ट किया ना, अब जब मैं आंसर दूंगा तो आप ही को सबसे ज्यादा समझ में आएगा। ओके।
Pava sir,
हाँ जी।
Divya, you are so lucky. You can learn so many things from Pava sir. Pava sir, actually, she is my research scholar from Nirvana University.
ओ वाह, ग्रेट ग्रेट
She is under my supervision.
ग्रेट,
So,
यस सर।
बहुत बढ़िया।
yeah,
ये आपके
you have
बड़े
so
ब्राइट स्टूडेंट्स हैं, दोज हु आर डेयरिंग टू
yes, yes.
यू नो से।
I am so
देखिए ना,
happy
गुरनीत
that at
मैडम
least
बोल रही हैं, एक अवनीत बोल रही है ना, अवनीत।
you have the opportunity, Divya. You can ask
हाँ,
anything
और
related to the
एक
research.
दिव्या बोल रही है, बाकी लोग पता नहीं क्यों नहीं बोल रहे हैं। अच्छा, मैं आपको एक अनाउंसमेंट कर देता हूँ, आप लोग जो भी बोलोगे ना वो सब सही होगा। अब बोल के तो देखो एक बार, मैं उसको सही कर दूंगा, या फिर आप वैसे ही सही बोलने वाले हो, कोई गलत तो बोलने वाला ही नहीं, मैं तो उसमें सिर्फ जोड़ने वाला हूँ। तो आप प्लीज पार्टिसिपेट कीजिए सभी लोग, तभी अपने को अच्छा लगेगा। कुछ लोग ही पार्टिसिपेट कर पा रहे हैं, एंड बिलीव मी, यू विल फील गुड वंस यू विल पार्टिसिपेट। इट्स अ वेरी बिग फोरम, राइट? हम सब लोग अपने अपने घर में बैठे हैं, जैसे अपने को लग रहा है कि हम लोग अकेले हैं, लेकिन आप देखिए आप कितने सारे लोगों के साथ में जुड़े हुए हो। और इंस्पिरा रिसर्च एसोसिएशन जो है, आप सोचिए, आप सबको एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे लाने की कितनी कोशिश करते रहती है, और साथ साथ में आपको, अच्छा, एक कॉन्फ्रेंस भी आने वाली है अभी। अभी आप देखिए, ये इस वर्कशॉप से जो आप सीखोगे, आपके पास सफिशिएंट टाइम है, आप उन चीजों को प्रोसेस करके कॉन्फ्रेंस में पेपर प्रेजेंट करो, और देखो कि वो चीज किस हद तक जा रही है। मैं पर्सनली शायद, हो सकता है अगर अगर रवि जी मुझे बुलाएंगे तो मैं जरूर आऊंगा।
सर, इसमें तो कोई क्वेश्चन ही नहीं है सर.
नहीं तो ऑनलाइन आ जाएंगे।
जरूर
चलिए,
सर, आपका
तो
तो.
देखिए अब एनालिटिक्स क्या है। एनालिटिक्स एक स्टेप आगे है। अगर हम रिसर्च की बात करें तो एनालिटिक्स जो है ये क्या है कि मतलब जो है वो एप्लीकेशन ओरिएंटेड रिसर्च अगर आप देखोगे, और यू कैन से डिसीजन ओरिएंटेड रिसर्च की अगर अपन बात करेंगे तो वो एनालिटिक्स। तो ये जो दिस इज व्हाट एक्चुअली इट फोकसेस ऑन डिस्कवरिंग द न्यू नॉलेज, प्रिंसिपल और फ्रेमवर्क, एंड इट इज means it often addresses the broad exploratory questions like why it has happened and what might be possible. Okay, so this is what is the analytics means. It is actually the futuristic part, and when we say why it has happened and what might be possible, we are something working on the past data. We are working something on the past, and when we say we are doing analytics, it is something which is related to the real world problem. Let me give you another example. I was just teaching my students the probability in advanced statistics class in the MCOM first year. So while I was teaching statistics, I just gave some example of dice. I gave example of drawing a card out of the deck, right? You can say tossing a coin. These were the examples in which they have to address. But let me tell you one thing: these all answers can be drawn without tossing a coin, without taking a card out of deck. We can already make out all the things. So is this a real probability which we are studying, or just I want to understand a probability that while taking any weird thing means while teaching research methodology, there can be a possibility. Is there a possibility of earthquake? Possibility is there, but without these type of things which are predictive in nature, we try to get answer through the analytics. So analytics is the thing which that applies to the foundational knowledge which solves a specific real world problems. So it focuses on practical, you can say data driven decision making, and answering the question like what can we do to improve the performance, how can we optimize the process, means whatever is the existing, you are trying to make use in order to take decisions, and decisions is something which is futuristic. This is what the thing is. If we talk about data utilization, the research is actually it may generate new data either or rely upon the exploratory method to gather the information. But if we talk about analytics, what it does is that it utilizes the existing data set, which may either be maybe structured, may not be structured, may be historic, may have some patterns or may have some trends, insights, or may not be having all these things. And the analytics leverages actually the results of the research to apply the statistical and computational tools for actionable outcomes. Means I'm doing something which is action oriented. Means I'm not just exploring, I'm doing certain things which is the orientation is something in order to take some action, something I want, in which I just want to do certain things which is related to the future part. Okay. Now, in the same way, there is something in which we talk about the speed and the precision of the research. So, what happens when we talk about research? We are involved in long timelines to explore the hypothesis. We validate the theories. We generate new insights in case when we are doing. And when we talk about analytics at the same time, it operates at a faster pace. Why? Because if I will not take decision now, the things will go from my hand. So the tools which is used for analytics are the algorithms, the frameworks, which actually deliver the precise or the often immediate insights of the solutions which I am asking for. So this is what the speed and precision does, particularly when we talk about analytics. Next is your feedback and iteration. If you see, right? So what is there particularly regarding the feedback and the iteration? It focuses the research from the point of view of feedback, focuses on validating or disproving the hypothesis in a controlled environment. And iterations might occur over the extended period. While in analytics, if we see, it works in the iterative cycles where the feedback from the data analysis is used to refine the processes, to improve the performances, to make the prediction quickly. Let me just give an example. You might be seeing certain things on the Facebook these days that predict the stock price of X company. I will not take name of any. Predict the stock price of X company and earned money. It is with the use of artificial intelligence. It is something which is analytics, which is action oriented, which will constrain you to take some decision. Okay. And if we try to take some examples particularly of it, you can understand it from the point of view of suppose conducting a study to understand the consumer behavior in the emerging market. Suppose I want to conduct a study to understand the consumer behavior of bank customers, right? So I want to study that. So this can be one of the method of doing research. But if I say it from the point of view of analytics, I would like to use the sales and the engagement data to predict which product will succeed in those markets. Right? So my approach is completely different when I am doing analytics. And in nutshell, if I would like to explain this, the difference, or you can say what actually is the research. So you can just say the research is a foundation where the ideas and theories are formed. These are formulated. Ideas and theories are formulated, whereas analytics is a bridge of execution. When we try to formulate a theory, when we try to come up with certain idea, and we stop over there, it is research. But while we are actually implementing it, while we are executing it, turning these ideas into the actionable insights or the actionable things, and these things are measurable also, which we are able to measure, and we try to understand that what was my expected and what is my actual, then I would say that I am doing analytics. Rather, I would say analytics is, it actually represents a step ahead. Why? Because where the research stops, the analytics starts from there. And that's what actually makes it more robust from the point of view of research, right? So this is what we call it as such. Okay. So it is action oriented. We have already discussed about action orientation. Okay. So this is what analytics we have just now studied about, and how it is different from analysis. Analysis is a part of the research itself. We have studied about research. What is analysis is nothing but it is research, because we try to analyze. So analytics, I would say it goes beyond understanding the past data to predict the future trends and prescribe, you can say, the outcomes which are optimal, which may fit in, or you can say on the basis of which I can take some forward-looking actionable decisions. When I'm working on those, then I'm working on analytics. If I'm working on something which is static in nature, then I'm doing analysis only. Means, again, I would say analytics starts from where the analysis ends. So this is something which is futuristic. This is something which is not futuristic at all. So if I would say that what is the difference between research and the analytics, you can just have a look of this particular table which I have given you. I think this will open up all your insights regarding the distinction between the research and the analytics. I'm just coming, this will take some water, right? Just you see it for 1 minute or so, we'll be back. I hope this is able to make some sense. Should I proceed? Now,
Yes.
this is again some distinction between the research and the analytics. We have already studied all these things. What I want is just to have a look of this. That's it. So that we can proceed further. Because this actually gives you a complete insight of certain things. And I have compiled it with a lot of efforts. Okay. You can take a screenshot also if you want. Sorry. This is another page. Okay, now once we are thorough with what is research, what is analysis, what is analytics, we must also know that there are various types of, you can say, analytics as such. So descriptive analytics is there, diagnostic analytics is there, predictive analytics is there, prescriptive analytics is there. So this is something which is all decision-oriented type of research, you can say, right? And there are certain emerging type of, you can say, emerging analytics types are also there, which I would like to cover. That is cognitive analytics, real-time analytics, and big data analytics. So if we see this, besides this core analytics, the cognitive analytics is something which actually is related to use of AI and the NLP to mimic the human thought process for complex problem solving. Let me give you a very good example of, you might have seen the virtual assistants, chatbots are there, which are actually helping what they are doing. It is actually mimicking the human mindset and are using the NLP, that is the natural language processing. And it used the AI in order to copy what human beings are doing. And it tries to resolve that directly in that way itself. Okay. Next is your real-time analytics, which actually processes the data instantly to provide immediate insight or action. For example, just some days back, I did a big transaction, or otherwise, if you might be taking something very costly and your credit card has got swiped with something which is more than 50,000 or so, you will immediately get a phone call or a message that, have you done this transaction? This is what? This is something which is, or you can say, or sometimes you might be doing, suppose you want to take one item multiple times from a site like Amazon or Flipkart. So as soon as you will do a transaction twice in order to take the two things, it will give you a alarm that your payment has already been processed. Do you really want to purchase one more? What is this? This is something real-time analytics which is being done. So it processes the data immediately and instantly and saves us from having such frauds. And big data analytics, I also discussed before also, and it focuses on analyzing massive and the complex data set from the diverse sources, such as, for example, you can say the social media. Sentiment analysis is one thing which is a big data analytics type of thing. And how do these things work all together? So these types of analytics, they often work in tandem to deliver a comprehensive insight. Let me just give you an example. So a business which is using some descriptive type of analytics to monitor the sales, right? So sales monitoring is done with some description. Okay, though I will be going through this descriptive diagnostic, this type of analysis further also. So, but these all analytics work all together, right? So on the basis of past data, we go for descriptive and we diagnose the thing and we predict certain sales forecast in the future and we prescribe certain action for promotional strategies, suppose, for example. So this is something which actually goes hand in hand. So with the help of you can say the real type of analytics and the right time the organizations can make, you can say smarter decisions, you can say the decisions which are data driven and which can gain a competitive edge over other. Okay, so I was telling you about the descriptive analytics. So descriptive analytics is the purpose is to understand what has happened by summarizing the historical data, because description, you can describe only the thing which has already been done. So you must have some historical data. The focus is on, it provides a clear view of the past trends and performance, which often through reports, dashboards, and the visualizations. What are the methods and the tools which are there? Data aggregation is there, reporting is there, basic statistical summary have to be there, right? So these are the methods and the tools like MS Excel, Tableau, Power BI, SQL. These are all other things which we do in order to do. So there are certain examples where it is used, like you can say just now we talked about the sales performance tracking. Just now I have given you the example. Monthly sales revenue reports are there. Monitoring the websites which are there for the traffic. So these are the things. Now, what actually descriptive analytics is doing? It is the most basic form of the analytics, which is focusing, summarizing the historical data to understand what has actually happened over a given period. Now you will say that, sir, you told us that something which is futuristic is analytics. Now you are talking about the past data. How come it is true? Now let me tell you, this is only the data you are taking the past, but the decisions which you are taking are all futuristic. So it uses the techniques like data aggregation, you can say statistical analysis, or the data visualization is there, and it transforms the raw data into the meaningful insights, which are helpful for us to take the decision in the future. So through reports, or you can say the dashboard, the chart, the descriptive analytics, this provides a clear view of the trends and the patterns with the help of the key performance indicators, and you can do the analytics in the future for future and identify the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and can suggest certain improvements also. So this is what the descriptive analytics. Next is your diagnostic. Now diagnostic is what? Diagnostic is something in which we diagnose, we identify the problem, right? We understand why something is happening by identifying certain patterns or the. Let me give you one very good example. When we go to our doctor, what doctor does? Doctor does our diagnosis, right? So he actually uses a diagnostic approach. He checks the our pulse, he checks the temperature and try to relate the things with the patterns which are already going on in the society at that time. Okay, so what actually it is? It is actually identifying the patterns and the relationships in the data, because of which you are able to forecast certain things, or which you are able to predict that this might have happened because of these things. and he gives you some medicine in order to get it cured. So what is the focus? Focus is uncovering the root cause and contributing the factor behind the historical trends or the events, right? In the same way, there are certain methods and tools, which is like you can say that this is something which is called drill down analysis, data mining, correlation analysis, anomaly detection. Most of these drill down analysis, these all things are something which is related to biostatistics, right? And there are tools like Python R or BI platforms which can be there. And suppose, for example, analysis of the reason of sudden drop of sales. Suppose, for example, in case of business, if there is sudden drop of sale, we would like to understand and know why it has happened. We have to investigate the root cause of the operational inefficiencies of some workers, or we have to understand some customer churn patterns which has happened, or there may be some trend which has changed in the market because of which my apparel which I have manufactured is not sellable in the market because the pattern has changed. So I have to do some diagnosis. Another is your predictive analytics. So here actually we want to do certain things, which is what we call is the forecast. So predictive analytics, if we say it is something, it focuses on the forecasting some future outcomes by analyzing the historical data, and we are able to identify the patterns and the trends behind it, right? And it actually takes use of the advanced statistical methods, or you can say it uses some machine learning algorithms and the data modeling techniques to predict what is likely to happen based on the past behaviors and the current conditions, right? So there is a difference between descriptive and diagnostic analysis. So unlike that, descriptive and diagnostic, which focuses on the past, the predictive analytics is forward-looking. It is helping the organization to estimate the potential opportunities and the risk, right? For example, businesses, they use predictive analytics to forecast the sales trend, to predict the customer behavior, right? So they do this in order to identify some potential equipment failure might happen in the manufacturing company, right? So there can be a lot of things, and this also uses similar software which is used are Python, R, SAS, SPSS, machine learning. These all are there, and with the help of by enabling the data-driven foresight, the predictive analytics, it empowers the organization to proactively address the challenges to optimize the decision making and stay ahead in the competitive market. So this is what it does. Next is your prescriptive analytics, right? So the purpose is to recommend what actions are to be taken. Means this is something, see, doctors use the diagnostic approach in order to prescribe certain things. So it prescribes the medicine. It writes PX. PX is the prescription. So what on the basis of other things can I prescribe to certain situation, to a certain company to come up with certain decision that it can cure the existing problem? So it is the most advanced form of the analytics, or you can say it is the top level of the analytics as such, which focuses on the actionable recommendation to guide the decision making. This is what actually decision is, because when a doctor is prescribing something, he has taken a decision to give some medicine to his patient. Okay, so this is nothing but that prescription itself, or you can say it is a prescriptive analytics, and it not only forecasts the future trends, but also suggests the course of action to achieve the specific goals or mitigate the risk. Like our doctor says that you means save yourself from the cold, take these medicines, but you have to do certain things. So predictive analytics, it uses the advanced technologies such as optimization tools are there. So some algorithms are there, or you can say machine learning, simulation modeling, they go for multiple scenario analysis, they go for, and it can help the company to determine, suppose, for example, if you want to determine some optimum pricing policy for maximizing the revenue, suppose, for example. So would like to take the help of this prescriptive analysis that which will tell me what should be done rather than what has happened, what will happen. It is actually telling me some action oriented type of thing, that what is to be done in the future in order to come up with certain things, right? So there are various tools. The tools are similar, which we have talked before also. So these are the 4 types of analytics which are there. So we are moving now from research to analytics. The time has gone when we were doing merely the researches as such. Now there are analysis which are to be done, right? Now this is the distinction between the various types of analytics is just given with the help of this one chart itself. You can just have a look of this over here. Okay, just see it for 1 minute. Raviji, don't worry, we will finish well on time, okay? I will wind up by 7 o'clock.
No problem, sir. No problem.
Okay. I do not know to what extent the participants are gaining because only some few people were actually talking. Do you have some messages in the chat box? I have not seen. Raviji, please just
Sir,
have a
at
look.
the end, we will ask them. Let's see
Okay.
what
सर
they.
Even
एक
I am waiting
क्वेश्चन
their
करना था
expectation
मुझे।
on that. क्या बोलना चाहती हो दिव्या?
मुझे एक चीज पूछनी थी कि जैसे हम मान लीजिए मैं फ्लिपकार्ट पे गई, मैंने वहां पे कुछ चीज सर्च करी एंड
हाँ।
देन मैंने उसे चेक किया और देन फिर मैं वहां से एग्जिट हो गई, ठीक है? तो फिर मैं जब भी यूट्यूब चलाऊंगी या फिर मैं गूगल पे जाऊंगी कुछ भी सर्च करने के लिए, तो वहां पे मुझे वो शो करता है पर्टिकुलर चीज, बार बार उसके एड्स आते हैं, या फिर तो वो क्या प्रिडिक्टिव का ही एग्जाम्पल है या फिर वो कुछ और है?
वो प्रेडिक्टिव का एग्जाम्पल है, क्योंकि आप उनके प्रोस्पेक्टिव कस्टमर हो।
हम्म।
और आपको वो चीजें अच्छी लगती है, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल गर्ल्स को पसंद होती है, कोई लिपस्टिक विपस्टिक देखी होगी आपने कहीं पे, तो आपने जैसे ही, तो फिर आपके सामने वो लिपस्टिक के ही ऐड आएंगे, क्योंकि आपने उस पर क्लिक किया। इसका मतलब आपका कुछ इंटरेस्ट तो था। अब हम तो लिपस्टिक लगाएंगे नहीं ना, हम तो जाके देखेंगे नहीं, हम जिस पे देखेंगे उस पे एड्स हमारे को आएंगे। तो आपको वो स्पेसिफिक एड्स आता है, ये एआई है। दिस इज व्हाट आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इज। तो इट इज इंटेलिजेंट इनफ टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड नो what you want or what मतलब would you be the prospective customer for them।
तो इससे बचने
आपने
का भी
देखा
तो
होगा,
कोई
अपन बाजार
इलाज
में
होगा
जाते
कि
हैं,
मान लीजिए
सुनो मेरी बात, अपन बाजार में
हाँ।
जाते हैं, छोटे छोटे बच्चे अपने साथ में, जैसे ही अपने साथ में होते हैं, तो जो गुब्बारे वाले आते हैं वो अपने आप अपने पास आ जाते हैं। ये क्या है? ये नेचुरल इंटेलिजेंस है कि उनको पता है कि वे बच्चे हैं तो शायद मेरा गुब्बारा बिक जाएगा। अगर आप अकेले जाओगे तो गुब्बारे वाला आपको देखेगा भी नहीं, ये क्या है। तो वही चीज आपकी जो है वो फेसबुक और ये सब चीजें यूज करते हैं कि जैसे ही आपने एक चीज पे क्लिक किया, इन सब की आपस में डेटा शेयरिंग होती है कि आप क्या देखना चाहते हो, आप किस चीज को सेलेक्ट करते हो। अभी मैंने मोबाइल लिया है ये S24 Ultra, इसमें एक फीचर है, अगर आप किसी भी चीज को सर्च करना हो तो आप उसको सर्कल कर दो तो पूरे इंटरनेट पे वो ढूंढ देता है।
यस।
लेकिन जैसे ही आप उसको सर्कल करते हो, उससे रिलेटेड सारे एड्स आपको और दिखने लग जाते हैं कि भाई साहब हमारे पास भी है, हमारे पास भी है।
हाँ जी।
तो दिस इज व्हाट एआई इज। तो इनको तो किसी ने नहीं बताया, लेकिन जब हमारे को सोशल मीडिया पे और दूसरी जगहों पे हम जब सेल कर रहे हैं, तो हमारे को इसका एडवांटेज भी अपने को मिलता है। ठीक है, आई होप आप सब लोगों ने डिस्टिंक्शन भी देख ही लिया होगा, तो अपन आगे बढ़ सकते हैं इसमें। ओके, नो, अब सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज अपने अभी तक बात करी रिसर्च की, अब एआई क्या है, व्हाट इज एआई। तो एआई 2 वर्ड से बना है, आर्टिफिशियल और इंटेलिजेंस। आर्टिफिशियल के बाद में इंटेलिजेंस है आर्टिफिशियल। आर्टिफिशियल भी 2 वर्ड से बना है, आर्टी और फिशियल। जैसे अपन बात करते हैं सुपरफिशियल, जैसे अपन बात करते हैं सम फिक्शन। फिशियल का मतलब हो गया फिक्शन, और आर्टी का मतलब हो गया उसमें कुछ आर्ट आपने लगाई और फिक्शन क्रिएट कर दिया, तो वो तो हो गया आर्टिफिशियल। क्योंकि ये आर्टिफिशियल चीजें होती है, नेचुरल तो होती नहीं है, तो आपने कुछ आर्ट अपनी इमेजिनेशन में लगाई। फिक्शन का मतलब होता है इमेजिनेशन, हमने कुछ भी इमेजिन किया, वो हमारा फिक्शन है। लेकिन हम जैसे ही उसको रियल वर्ल्ड में लाने की कोशिश करते हैं, तो वो आर्टिफिशियल सा हो जाता है, राइट। और इंटेलिजेंस क्या है? इंटेलिजेंस आपका इंटेलेक्ट है, जिसको आप अपने आप को भी, तो आपने अपने आप को कैसे ट्रेन किया? आपके पापा मम्मी ने बताया था, देखो बेटा ये लाल रंग है, एप्पल लाल होता है, ठीक है, ये कपड़ा लाल है, तो आपने रिलेट किया, अच्छा एप्पल लाल तो ये कपड़ा भी लाल, तो इसमें जो ये जो दिख रहा है ना, ये लाल है, इसको लाल कहते हैं, तो आपने उसको ऐसे लर्न किया। तो ऐसे ही हमें अपनी मशीन्स को टेम करना होता है, उनको वी हैव टू टेल देम दैट व्हाट एक्चुअली वी वांट देम टू अंडरस्टैंड, देन इट इज कॉल्ड आर्टिफिशियल। सो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस क्या है? ये एक तरह से कंप्यूटर साइंस की एक ब्रांच है which creates the system capable of performing the task typically required by the human intelligence। जैसे हमारे को ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस को चाहिए, वैसी की वैसी टास्क हम इस पे करते हैं। अच्छा, अब इंटेलिजेंस की जहां बात हो रही थी, वो क्या है? एक तरह से एबिलिटी है टू एक्वायर एंड अप्लाई द नॉलेज एंड स्किल्स। इंटेलिजेंट तो वही कहलाता है जो नॉलेज को एक्वायर कर ले, स्किल्स को एक्वायर कर ले और उसको अप्लाई करने की कोशिश करे, तो वो इंटेलिजेंस हो गई। तो अब होता क्या है? आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस कंबाइन करके अगर अपन बात करें तो क्या हो जाएगा? किसी भी मशीन की ऐसी कैपेसिटी जो कि ह्यूमन लाइक कॉग्निटिव फंक्शंस को कर ले, जैसे लर्निंग, रीजनिंग, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, परसेप्शन, लैंग्वेज अंडरस्टैंडिंग, ये सब क्या है? ये सब ऐसी चीजें जो हम चाहते हैं कि मशीन हमारे लिए करे। सो एआई एम्स टू रेप्लिकेट और सिमुलेट द ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस इन मशीन्स, which enables them to analyze data and make decisions and adapt to the new situations without explicit programming। मतलब बार बार हमारे को एक ही चीज की प्रोग्रामिंग करनी पड़े, बार बार एक ही चीज को समझाना पड़े अपने को, बोलते हैं ना, अरे समझ में नहीं आता है क्या, बुद्धू हो क्या? क्यों? क्योंकि अपने को बार बार समझाना पड़ता है। तो अपने को ऐसा बार बार न करना पड़े, तब हम कहेंगे कि वो मशीन इंटेलिजेंट हो गई है। और क्योंकि वो मशीन इंटेलिजेंट हुई है, तो इसलिए हम कहेंगे ये क्या है? आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस है। अब इसके एग्जांपल्स आपको अभी मैंने दिए थे, जैसे एनएलपी है, कंप्यूटर विजन, रोबोटिक्स, ये सब क्या? आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस। ओके, तो ये चीजें रहती हैं। अब आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के अंदर जो है हमने जो बात करी, वो थोड़ी सी इससे रिलेटेड है कि भाई क्या हम कैसे हो सकते हैं आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के एग्जाम्पल डेली लाइफ वाले कैसे हो सकते हैं। जैसे हम डेली लाइफ के एग्जांपल से इसको समझना चाहें तो जैसे आपके वर्चुअल असिस्टेंट्स हो गए, पर्सनलाइज रिप्रेजेंटेशंस हो गए, है ना। तो ये जैसे आपने स्मार्टफोन्स वगैरह की बात अगर अपन करें, तो ये सारी की सारी चीजें जो हैं, ये क्या है? ये सब हमारे हमारे जो हमने जिनको ऑलरेडी स्मार्ट बना रखा है। जैसे कैमरे के अंदर कितनी बार ऐसा फीचर आता है, भाई कोई स्माइल नहीं कर रहा है तो वो पहले से बता देता है भैया अभी फोटो मत खींचना, स्माइल बाकी है। या फिर वो क्या करता है, ऑटोमेटिक उसके मुंह पे स्माइल चिपका देता है और फोटो ले लेता है। तो ये है। ऐसे आपके नेविगेशन एप्स हैं, आपको गूगल मैप्स पहले से बता देता है कि कहीं पे जाम लगा हुआ है, लाल लाल दिखा देता है कि भाई आप चाहो तो यहाँ से इस रास्ते को ले लो। तो वो आपकी हेल्प कर रहा है। ऐसे ही एआई पावर्ड ईमेल फिल्टरिंग होती है, पता चल जाता है कि हमारी मेल्स बैंक से आ रही है, कोई प्राइमरी है, कुछ सोशल या प्रमोशनल। आप देखो आजकल इसमें टैब्स आ गए हैं आपके। तो ये सब क्या है? ये सब आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस से ही सारी चीजें हो रही हैं। ऑनलाइन कस्टमर सपोर्ट हमें मिल रहा है। जैसे जैसे मैं काफी सारी वेबसाइट जो है वो चैटबॉट्स का यूज करती है, तो ऑनलाइन कस्टमर सपोर्ट देने के लिए कुछ क्वेरीज जो नॉर्मली नेचुरली हमें पता है कि वो कस्टमर पूछेंगे, तो हम पहले से उसको फीड करके रखते हैं ताकि हमें किसी बंदे की जरूरत ना पड़े इस चीज को बताने के लिए। तो वो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस है। ऐसी लैंग्वेज ट्रांसलेशन की अपन बात करें, पहले से हम बता देते हैं कि भाई जो है हम पंजाबी की बात करें तो हमें हमारे जो है कंप्यूटर को पता है कि भाई पंजाबी में जब अपन बोलेंगे सत श्री अकाल, तो वो समझ जाएगा कि नमस्ते बोल रहा है। तो ये क्या है? दिस इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस। और आजकल हमारे टाइम टू टाइम ये सब चीजें जो है वो बहुत जबरदस्त यूज हो रही है। इसके कुछ फेजेस हैं, जैसे अगर आप देख लो तो नैरो एआई है, जनरल एआई और सुपर एआई। तो नैरो एआई, व्हाट नैरो एआई इज, if you talk about narrow AI, general AI and super AI, and finally we will talk about the ethical consideration. So what actually is narrow AI? So narrow AI is known as weak AI, right? That's why it is called narrow. It is designed to perform a specific task. Suppose for example मुझे कुछ लैंग्वेज ट्रांसलेशन का काम करवाना है, या मुझे कुछ इमेज रिकॉग्निशन का काम करना है, या फिर मैंने कोई ऐसी ऐप बना दी जो कि चेस खेलना की सारी वो कर सकती है। ये सब क्या है? ये सारी की सारी जो एआई जिससे अपन जैसे ऑटोमेटिकली अपन गेम्स जो अपने को खिलाते हैं, ये सब क्या है? ये नैरो एआई है। क्योंकि इसमें जो है एक लिमिटेड कंटेक्स्ट में अपन किसी भी चीज को परफॉर्म करते हैं, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट है आपका जनरल एआई। जनरल एआई इज आल्सो रेफर टू स्ट्रॉन्ग एआई। इसमें क्या होता है, ह्यूमन लाइक इंटेलिजेंस अपन क्रिएट कर देते हैं, एंड जो कि क्या है कि आपकी जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग की, लर्निंग की और एप्लीकेशन की जो कैपेबिलिटी होती है वो किसी भी मशीन के अपन इंक्रीज कर देते हैं। वो अपन कैसे करते हैं, यूज ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग और जो है एनएलपी के थ्रू। दूसरी आपकी होती है सुपर इंटेलिजेंट एआई। ये बहुत खतरनाक होती है, ये अभी तक है नहीं। हम लोग अभी जनरल एआई और जनरेटिव एआई के ऊपर पहुंचे हैं, लेकिन ये थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लमेटिक है। सुपर इंटेलिजेंट एआई रेफर्स टू एआई सिस्टम दैट सरपासेस द ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस, और उसको अपने आप की चीजें अपने आप क्रिएट करने की ताकत आ जाती है। जैसे आप वर्चुअली आज आपने ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स देखा होगा, machines have created themselves and they are creating themselves, वो वाली चीजें। तो वहां पर थोड़ा सा एक इथिकल कंस्ट्रेंट आ जाता है कि एआई की टेक्नोलॉजी जो हम यूज कर रहे हैं वो इतनी एडवांस ना हो जाए कि हमारी सारी की सारी प्राइवेसी, अकाउंटेबिलिटी, बायसनेस में कन्वर्ट हो जाए। वो चीजें हमारे को थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखते हुए चलना है। अब देखिए इसका जो फ्यूचर है, फ्यूचर इज ऑल्सो वेरी ब्राइट, बिकॉज हम लोग रोज चीजों को इवॉल्व कर रहे हैं। मशीन लर्निंग, डीप लर्निंग, न्यूरल नेटवर्क के थ्रू हम बहुत सारे काम ऐसे कर रहे हैं। तो फ्यूचर ऑफ एआई एक्चुअली इट प्रोमिसेस अ फर्दर इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ एआई इनटू वेरियस एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ आवर लाइफ, लाइक हेल्थ केयर, यू कैन से एजुकेशन। आज देख रहे हो आप, डॉक्टर्स आर रिप्लेस्ड बाय द रोबोट्स। Robots are doing a operation which is much efficient what doctor can do. ऐसे entertainment में, transportation में we are using AI. So AI is having a potential, or you can say artificial intelligence is having a potential to revolutionize number of industries, and it is significantly impacting our daily lives. Understanding the basics of AI is essential as we continue to witness its widespread adoption and integration into various technologies. That's why it is very necessary to understand the AI itself and its role. So what role AI will play in research, right? This is something which is again very important. Like, so we have some points: automation of tedious tasks, enhanced data processing, discovery of patterns, simulation and modeling, NLP, which is called natural language processing, and interdisciplinary research, right? So these are the things which are there, and these are the key contributors, I would say, to the AI. So AI, from the automation point of view, if we see that AI automates the repetitive tasks. So it is the task which is repeatedly being done, like data collection, pre-processing, literature reviews. These all are repetitive tasks which can be easily be done with the AI. Okay. For example, AI powered tools, just if you might have heard about this tool, which is called EndNote, which is called Zotero. So once you have put your citation in it, it will use it, it will process it in a further ways in order to enhance your research. Next is your enhanced data processing. So AI processes large complex data set, like you can say genomic or the climate models which are there, and it predicts the things in such a way that is helpful for a human mankind. For example, your prediction of your weather itself, or you can say in medical research, it analyzes the genetical information into the identifiable patterns, which is helpful in curing certain diseases also which are there. जैसे कैंसर है, कुछ लोगों को कैंसर हो जाता है, पिछले उनके माता पिता को भी होता है, तो वो उसको प्रिडिक्ट कर लेते हैं कि किस की वजह से ये चीजें। नेक्स्ट इज योर डिस्कवरी ऑफ द पैटर्न्स, कैन से पैटर्न्स को डिस्कवर कर लेता है ये, जैसे जो चीजें चल रही हैं उसके हिसाब से, और फिर आगे का जो आपका जो ट्रेंड और जो कोरिलेशन है या फिर कुछ एनोमलीज को वो देखकर और आपको एक अच्छा सॉल्यूशन दे देता है। सिमुलेट कर सकता है, क्योंकि अगर आप कुछ चीजें इसको बता दो, कुछ चीजें इसको ट्रेन कर दो, तो वो आपको एक सिमुलेटेड प्रोग्राम अगर आप क्रिएट कर देते हो तो आपको वो रिजल्ट, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अभी मैंने बात करी थी कि फ्यूचर प्रेडिक्शन ऑफ द स्टॉक प्राइसेस, तो ये सारा का सारा सिमुलेशन मॉडलिंग के थ्रू हो रहा है। नेक्स्ट इज योर नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग। तो एआई एक्चुअली क्या करता है कि अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड डेटा से इंसाइट उठा लेता है। जैसे कुछ एकेडमिक पेपर किसी ने लिखा, सपोज कोई सोशल मीडिया पे कोई बात कर रहा है या फिर कुछ हिस्टोरिकल रिकॉर्ड है, तो इन सबको उठाकर एक इंसाइट डेवलप करता है जो कि हमारे काम आ सकती है। तभी तो मैं कह रहा था बिग डेटा एनालिटिक्स ऐसी चीज है जिसमें बहुत सारी चीजों से हम लेकर और एक कंक्लूजन निकाल सकते हैं कि क्या है। मतलब आप मेरे मूड को जज कर सकते हो मेरे जेस्चर, पोस्चर वगैरह इन सब चीजों से, जिसको एक्चुअली अपन क्वांटिटेटिवली कभी भी एनालाइज नहीं कर पाते। और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है आपकी इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी रिसर्च। अल्टीमेटली है सब कुछ मैनकाइंड के लिए, लेकिन साइंस और सोशल साइंस आजकल मिलके काम कर रहे हैं। तो एआई क्या करता है, क्रॉस डिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच और कोलैबोरेशन को, डेटा सेट के कोलैबोरेशंस को पॉसिबल बना देता है। और अपना जो इकोनॉमिक, सोशल और एनवायरमेंटल जो डेटा है उसको इंटीग्रेट करके सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट रिसर्च के ऊपर जो है वो काम करने की बात जो है ये करता है। तो ये आपका role of AI in research. In the same way, there is another role of AI in analytics, which is given by advanced data analysis, real-time processing. मैं आपको बता चुका हूँ predictive, prescriptive capabilities पर अपन बात कर चुके हैं, data visualization और ये 2 बार लिख दिया, सॉरी मैंने, और ऑटोमेशन और एफिशिएंसी के ऊपर अपन बात कर चुके हैं, जो मैंने रोबोट्स की बात करी थी आपको। तो ये सारी चीजें जो है वो एक तरह से मतलब आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की वजह से होती है। एनोमली डिटेक्शन पे भी मैंने आपको काफी चीजें बताई। तो ये है। अच्छा, ऐसे ही अगर आप अक्रॉस इंडस्ट्री बात करो तो हेल्थ केयर, फाइनेंस, रिटेल, एजुकेशन, एनवायरमेंट, ऐसी कोई इंडस्ट्री नहीं है जो मैंने अपने एग्जांपल्स में आज कवर नहीं करी। तो ये सारी की सारी चीजें हैं जिसके अंदर जो है वो एआई का रेलिवेंस और एआई का इंटरफेरेंस जो है वो बढ़ चुका है। और हमें ये पढ़ना और हमें ये जानना बड़ा जरूरी है कि इसके थ्रू हम अपनी रिसर्च को कैसे आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं, कैसे अंजाम दे सकते हैं। इसी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ये चीजें जरूरी है। और यही चीजें जो मैं आज आपको बताना चाहता था, अगर आप अपना एजेंडा खोल के देखें तो उसमें यही सब आइटम लिखे हुए जो आज अपने को डिस्कस करने थे। तो आई थिंक मेरा जो फर्स्ट डे का जो आउटकम था वो यहीं पे पूरा होता है। एंड आई एम थैंकफुल टू यू फॉर लिसनिंग मी एंड गिविंग योर इनसाइट्स टू मी। रवि जी, ओवर टू यू।
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Professor Pava, sir. Once again, it was, really a great session, up to the mark. What we are here for, to learn. So it's already 7:10, but we can still give you few minutes if you want to ask something to Pava, sir. You can ask. Participants, you can unmute yourself and you can ask.
यस प्लीज टेल मी। पहले तो ये बताइए कि हैव आई कवर्ड मैनी थिंग्स ओवर हियर, और was it really helpful to you? Because many things I have seen, I have included in my presentation which are not in books. So I hope this might have been
And in
helpful to you.
in the coming days, I'm sure Mr. Professor Pava sir will tell so many things which we, which we don't know, which we don't expect. So, is there any question?
अच्छा, कुछ लोग फीडबैक फॉर्म मांग रहे हैं सर, बता दे दीजिएगा।
Feedback. We will give the feedback at the end of the, at the end of the FDP. We will give only the feedback at the last, and we will give the assignment also. On the 5th day, the assignment related to the all session, the questions.
Today itself you will get 10 questions from my end. Ravi ji, you might have created some group for them.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will send you the questions. Please incorporate it and send it to them so
Yes,
that
sir. I
today
will make.
itself they
I
can
will
answer.
actually. I want to make all the questions, and we can send them either at the end, or you say I will send daily. There is no problem.
अच्छा, एक काम करते हैं, आप आज का कल सुबह भेज देना ताकि देखता हूँ मैं कितना याद
Right.
रहता है सबको।
That we can do. That we can.
Very true.
5 से 10 क्वेश्चन आई विल, बिकॉज है कि अभी ताजा ताजा पड़ा हुआ है ना, तो फिर अपनी इंटेलिजेंस अभी आर्टिफिशियल नहीं हुई है।
Yeah, right, sir. So thank you so much. Yeah, once again. So thank you so much, Pava sir. And tomorrow, the day second, and the topic is structured data analysis, screening and descriptive insights. So we will meet tomorrow, but
या
before,
टुमारो सेशन आई वुड लिंगर ऑन, बिकॉज इसमें मैंने एक चीज जो इसमें लिखी हुई है वो मैंने ली नहीं है। That
Yeah.
is prompt engineering.
Sir,
So
please,
you
आप
be
तो इंग्लिश में
using
बोलिए सर.
ChatGPT and we will be going
Sir,
with prompt
please
engineering.
आप इंग्लिश में बोलिए सर, because we have so many participants from Kerala side and you know.
So okay, so the things which I need to cover first tomorrow is the most important thing, which is called prompt engineering, right? So tomorrow we will be talking about prompt engineering more, right? So please, I would like to tell you that please get yourself registered on ChatGPT before you join this workshop.
Okay,
Okay.
right, sir, right.
And because we will be using ChatGPT only in order to develop the insights. But yes, because after certain prompts, I think 3 or 4 prompts, it will ask you for registration.
Sir,
Okay,
anything
because
which
now it has
I
been
need to
monetized.
send them, you can please, you can send me, sir. I will share with the participants if anything which I need
Yeah,
to
sure.
share with.
I will just give you one link with which they
Yeah.
can at least register themselves with ChatGPT.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Particularly so that they can have some effective learning afterwards when I finish the workshop. Or even what you can do is that you can use 2 screens. Okay, on one screen you can see me, and the things will be explained on the one screen, and on the other screen where you are able to actually do hands-on, those who really want to do hands-on. So you can do it over there. So would like to have this for you. Okay, so another important thing is, while we will be going with the data analysis type of thing, once you have generated certain things, maybe out of your ChatGPT or maybe out of SPSS, you do not know how to interpret it. So along with this, I will tell you that also. Okay. So that is what. Yes, Pratiksha Patil, you want to say something? Your hand is
Yes,
raised.
Pratiksha ji, please.
Yes.
Please switch on your video and you can unmute. Pratiksha Patil. I think she mistakenly clicked the.
Okay, it might have happened by mistake. Anyway.
So thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
Pratiksha has just written no, sir. In the chat box also I can see.
We will share the recorded video after the completion of this FDP.
Yeah, PPTs will be shared, no issues. Don't worry about it. But I will not give you PPT now. I will give you at the end. Raviji will forward you all the PPTs. Sir, please do it. No issue.
Yes.
Because whatever knowledge is being created, it is for you.
Right, sir.
And you have paid for it. All PPTs will belong to you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Manyata ji, you want to say something? Okay, fine.
So
and
let
us just see, Raviji, how many people are still there. So can you, or let me just ask everyone to on their videos so that we can have a snapshot of the day one.
Yeah. So participants, I will share all the recorded videos. Don't worry, after the completion of this FDP, but after the completion only.
Yeah.
And we will share the PPTs also. So don't worry. And I will share the assignment link tomorrow based on today's session.
Any participants from out of India?
Sir, 2 or 3 participants are out of India. I don't know whether they joined or not. That I don't know, because there are so many participants. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only 12, 13, 14, 15. Means not much people are there.
Sir, but still 57 participants joined.
Okay.
57 participants are in the meeting, sir.
No, great. That is great.
So one of my friend has joined this workshop from Oman. She is watching you on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
of some technical reason, she was not able to join the Zoom meeting. So she is watching you from this YouTube.
Dr. Gundit, you are from which city?
Sir, St. Xavier's College, Jaipur.
अच्छा, okay.
ऐसे मत करो रवि जी, she is
सर
very
मैं
good friend of आरती जी.
तो मैंने सर मेरे को पता नहीं रहता सर इतना
हाँ,
बहुत
आरती
सारे
मैडम
जुड़े हुए
नाराज हो
हैं
जाएंगी फिर.
डॉक्टर गुरनीत ओके थैंक यू
Sir, she's fondest friend of mine.
ओके
That's what the thing is. I know that.
so
Okay.
yeah sir thank you so much so I would like to invite Dr. Aarti Chopra, Joint Secretary, Inspira Research Association, to give formal vote of thanks. Dr. Aarti.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
taking
sir.
a screenshot. Okay, so
Sir, I will also
Yes.
send you some pics, don't worry.
Okay, okay. You have taken, Raviji, some,
Yes,
please
sir.
share
Yes.
it with me.
I have
Okay, thank you.
everything, sir. I will
Okay.
share with you.
So, sir, the clock says it is already 7:15 and the chat box already has told you that how much participants loved the workshop and how much they have learned from your session. So I have actually nothing left to tell, but still, it just for the formal vote of thanks, I would like to say sincere thanks to Professor Manvinder Singh Pava on behalf of Inspira Research Association and Khandesh College of Engineering and Management, because sir, use of artificial intelligence and integration and interpretation of complex data from diverse fields, from multidisciplinary, as the topic itself tells, enables the deeper insights. And how wonderfully you have explained the types of analysis what we can do by using AI tools. So we sincerely show our gratitude towards Professor Manvinder Singh Pava from Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya Central University for delivering such an insightful session and this wonderful presentation. His engaging session and expertise on this topic definitely has awarded the participants with lot of new things, lot of new insights, perspectives and practical knowledge on this topic. And I'm sure that all the participants will learn a lot of things in coming 4 days also. We are looking forward for next 4 days, and I'm sure by end of these 5 days, we will be equipped with lot of new things that goes beyond chat gpt, because as far as today what we can see, that AI, when we talk of AI, the teachers know only the use of chat gpt, but how beautifully sir has told that so many things can be done using integration of AI to research methodology. So, sir, we are really, really grateful. And I would like to tell you that sir has designed this program himself. It is not the program which is available somewhere, or the slides are available somewhere. Since sir is a teacher himself, sir is a professor, so sir knows that what are the things which a teacher, a university faculty requires in research methodology. So he himself has designed such a beautiful course and such a customized course for university teachers. So sir, jitna bhi hum thank you kahe aapko utna kam hai. Thank you so much for delivering such a wonderful session, and really looking forward for next 4 days. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aarti. Thank you so much, participants. And one more thing I want to announce. We are going to, as I think Professor Pava sir already mentioned, that we are going to organize an international conference on sustainable practices, innovations, emerging trends in global current scenario in hybrid mode at Jaipur, at Vedic Kanya PG Mahavidyalaya, Raja Park, Jaipur, on 21 December 2024. And we have announced some excellence awards also. We are going to share the brochure today itself, because today is Wednesday. We believe in Lord Ganesh. So we will start the brochure today. We will share in the group also and on the mail IDs. So you can prepare the papers, abstracts. You have a lot of opportunity to presentation, publication in edited books, in journals, and to apply and to nominate yourself in the award category also. Pava sir,
Haji.
so much sir, once again. Thank you
you.
so much. So we will meet tomorrow at 5 p.m. On the second day. And
Sure.
I have already opened the WhatsApp chat group. You can ask anything related to the FDP. And you
अच्छा, एक रिक्वेस्ट मेरी और थी, आप लोग ना जो whosoever is has logged in, please log in through your own name. Now
Yes.
see Xiaomi M210K and
Yes. I have already sent the email regarding this also.
97381 something. So this
Yes,
is something which is means not. See, actually, how
इससे
if,
सर ऐसा
if I
लगता है
want
कि
to
इन्होंने
address
किसी और को
someone.
भेज दिया ये लिंक किसी ने,
Yeah, yeah.
और उसने ज्वाइन किया.
So now madam has 939738991 something like that. So how would I be able to understand and draw
Yeah,
your?
madam, please, you can also rename yourself. Just
Yeah,
click
yeah,
on
of
the
course.
three dots, and there is an option rename, and you can write your name also.
If someone is iPhone. how to just know what it is, and how it is.
I hope tomorrow it will not, sir.
So please correct your logins so that we'll be able to understand and know who is there. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very
Thank
much.
you,
Thank you
Professor
all
Pava.
for patiently listening me for these 2 hours. I
Thank you.
hope I wish I have done the justice with you. Thank you so very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
all.
you so much,
Bye-bye.
sir, for the wonderful session as always.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Dr.
Thank you.
Sambat Banerjee, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
I can recognize
Thank you very
yeah.
much for
Ji,
this wonderful session,
because
sir.
of you, we purchased a lot of things